MadKap Productions live up to their name in this production of Stephen Sondheim's ridiculous musical, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, directed by Wayne Mell. This is Reno Lovison, executive producer at ChicagoBroadcastingNetwork.com, describing this as hilarious Maximus. The story ostensibly takes place in ancient Rome, spoofing the absurdities of life, particularly romance and sex, then and now. Using broad humor, slapstick, shtick, and endless innuendo, this is very much like an extended skit with music that might have been performed at a Catskills resort. Hero, played by Tyler Lord, is the son of Senex and Domina, played by Mark Anderson and Aaron Renee Baumrucker. Hero is in love with Philia, played by Emily Lewis, a virgin courtesan in the house of Marcus Licus. Ed Rutherford plays Hero's slave Pseudolus, who convinces Hero that in exchange for his freedom, he can arrange a liaison between Hero and Philia. The one complication is Philia is owned by Marcus Licus, who has contracted to sell her to the great Roman captain Miles Gloriosus. A further complication as part of the ruse is that Hero's father comes to believe that Philia is a maid in his house, and he has romantic designs on the girl as well. During the ensuing madness and subterfuge, the remaining courtesans from the house of Marcus Licus are paraded about to display their many talents. Swept up in the plot are next-door neighbor Erroneus, as well as Hysterium, chief slave in the household of Senex. Adding to the pandemonium are the Proteans, a trio of hilarious characters who switch between playing eunuchs in the house of Marcus Licus and soldiers under the command of Miles Gloriosus. Reminiscent of the wisecracking actor-comedians like Mel Brooks or Zero Mostel, Ed Rutherford as Pseudolus serves as ringmaster of ceremonies to this circus absurdum. On stage 90% of the time, he breaks the fourth wall describing the action, is central in the plot, and much of the cornball humor. Pseudolus has been performed by many outstanding actors over the past 50 years, but Rutherford manages to successfully bring his own winsome personality and unique comedic sensibility to the role. Tyler Lord as Hero, who recently appeared in MadKap's equally outlandish production of Romeo and Bernadette, reprises his portrayal of the confused and innocent lovelorn youth. Back in drag on the Skokie Theatre stage, this time with a veil, is Andrew Buell, who very convincingly plays the tormented household slave Hysterium, entrusted with looking after Hero while his parents are away. Buell was seen recently as the coconut bra-wearing dancer Luther Billis in South Pacific. His lanky form and expressive visage lend an additional comical dimension to his performance. The obvious sexuality of the courtesans may be seen to some individuals with contemporary sensibilities as gratuitously sexualizing women. Likewise, Daniel Leahy's swishy physicality as Marcus Licus is rather stereotypical, but this all plays well in the context of this retro vibe script by Shevlov and Gilbart. After all, BC was not very PC, and neither was 1962 when this play was written. The Gemini courtesan dance duo of Tai and Trung, with choreography by Abby Glaus, are a standout in the otherwise somewhat lackluster larger group of delicates, who I suggest might take this opportunity to ham it up a little bit more and enjoy being a bit campier in future performances. The three Proteans are so funny, I'd like to see something of a competition between them and the courtesans. We missed seeing the very capable Jeremy Ramey on stage. He's credited here with music design and orchestration of the pre-recorded backtrack for the vocals. It's my understanding that Ramey played all of the parts electronically himself, combining the orchestration digitally. Very impressive. The one fail of opening night was a poor sound mix that at times overpowered the performers and was complicated by some inconsistent mic issues. Presumably, this will be addressed in future performances. Costumes by Dame Erickson were spot on, especially Gloriosus and his soldiers, as well as the trio of pink gowns meant to add to the confusion in Act 2. The simple set design works well, but may have benefited from an element to tie the three set pieces together in some unified fashion. Maybe a Roman arch? Pat Henderson's lighting seemed a bit hot to me and might have been dimmed some just to keep everything from looking too flat. As is usual for MadKap, the singing voices of each of the performers is exceptional. The baritone of Perkel as Gloriosus in Bring Me My Bride was perfectly commanding. Sondheim's use of wordplay in the lyrics is quite evident in this early work, though aside from the classic Comedy Tonight, there are not any other really memorable tunes. Overall, I heard a number of positive comments from the audience as they filed out. This is indeed MadKap humor, and a lot of good old-fashioned nonsensical fun. Sometimes that's just perfect for a summer theater-going experience. I recommend making an effort to see A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum by MadKap Productions at the Skokie Theatre, 7924 North Lincoln Avenue in Skokie, playing through August 3rd, 2025. For tickets, visit skokietheatre.org or call 847-677-7761. Located in downtown Skokie with plenty of free parking available, the Skokie Theatre has a summer vacation vibe, making it a comfortable, casual night out for those with easy access to the North Shore community. Speaking of summer fun, we enjoyed the kickoff of Porchlight Theater's Broadway in Your Backyard at Burger Park in Edgewater. Future performances will take place through July at Portage Park, Wells Park, and Washington Square Park. For details, visit porchlightmusictheater.org. Be sure to check out our reviews of Tom and Eliza, as well as The Color Purple, both playing into August. Also, MadKap has added 3 encore performances of Forever Plaid at the Skokie Theatre, August 16th and 17th. Finally, keep your eyes open for a special Chicago documentary, I Am Only Blind, about the life of Tim Paul, who's been blind since his 20s. At 66, Paul has run 23 marathons. He also skis downhill, sails, swims, bikes, and plays the piano and flute, among other things. Tim and I have both had the privilege of being former presidents of the Chicago Uptown Lions Club. There was a recent showing as part of a fundraiser for the Chicago Lighthouse, and it is rumored there will be a wider release with public screenings at the Pickwick in Park Ridge in August or September. Check our website or Pickwick Theater listings for details. This is Reno Lovison, executive producer at Chicago Broadcasting Network, encouraging you to follow us at YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, and subscribe to our podcast on our website at chicagobroadcastingnetwork.com or on Spotify or at your favorite podcasting platform. As always, if you need marketing or video assistance for your business or organization, visit renoweb.net. Thanks once again to Julie Lovison, director of the Lakeshore Music Studio in Chicago, providing piano lessons for all ages, for recording this version of Comedy Tonight for our podcast.